It's leaking!
It is, it's fucking peeing.
It's pissy wissy.
No!
I
hated fucking that. Oh.
I don't remember opening this.
Did you know it's Gwen's...
Oh, that's a good sign.
Gwen Stefani's birthday. She's 50 years old today. And we have to have a Stefani tribute.
I'm really sorry. Who's Gwen Stefani?
She's Gwen. She goes into the world and she Stefani's around.
She's not the Hollerback girl.
Wait.
She's
so
the banana
is
singer.
not the Hollaback girl.
She's one of the bananas in pajamas.
She
was one of those
She's both
guys.
of them.
I'm gonna
She's
Hollaback
50.
girl.
She's 50 and that shit is bananas.
She's half a century.
Gwen. How do you wash a gun?
How do you wash a gun? Answer in the comment. The comment. the one comment.
Answer in the comment.
Our only
No.
one.
Dedicate, if you're gonna comment, please make it about Gwen. It's her...
It's her special
Please
day.
make it
She's
about
been
Con.
alive half a century.
She hasn't lived this long for it not to be her special day.
I know.
It's my 70th birthday.
My favorite... Let's go around favorite Gwen Stefani quotes. Mine is from Bubblegum Pop Electric, and she says, "I'm itchy and I want you to scratch me." She actually says that.
Oh my god! Oh no! Gwendolyn.
She didn't even know who she was. A second ago, what's your favorite quote?
I'm so ashamed of her. I really like her Lorem Ipsum quote.
What?
Lorem Ipsum. I know what that is.
Yeah, it's the Lorem Ipsum quote. Every single website has a Lorem Ipsum
Lorem
quote.
Ipsum.
Look it up, losers.
Yeah, you have to right click and then hit inspect element. Am I right, gamers?
Am I right, web developers?
I can't think
Are
of
you
it.
looking up quotes
I was
right
trying
now?
to find
Oh my
what
God.
the exact quote was, but she had a contract when she was going through the Harajuku Girl.
Why do you
album
gotta
phase.
bring that up? You gotta drag her through the mud on her birthday. She
She
came out
had
50 years ago today.
a few Asian girls as her backup posse. She hired these girls to be her entourage, and in their contract they were not allowed to talk.
What? Like to her?
No,
She was sick
to
of it.
anybody.
She was sick
Because
of
she
hearing
was-
it.
Because it didn't fit the shy, quiet Asian girl stereotype that she was trying to go for that aesthetic for her.
Wowie zowie.
Yeah, no, she's probably.
So what's your favorite
Go
quote?
Gwen.
Shut up.
Shut up! It's in your contract. I'm Gwen Stefani and I'm 50 years old.
What
and
am
I
I
own you.
paying you for? She said that.
You said eat this gun, I cummed on it.
And I said gum.
I got gum all over
I got
it.
gunk all over. Gunky
I
gun.
gunned
Gunky
all
gun.
over it. Good old Gwen Stefani.
What's your favorite Gwen Stefani quote?
When she said, "I came on this gun, please eat it."
She never
Please.
came on a gun.
I hear
think she did.
Gwen Stefani's remake of "If I Were a Rich Man," the "If I Were a Rich Girl" song in my nightmares because my little sister, when she was younger, was in a dance, a dance team.
Yeah, she does.
And so they had a whole routine just for that song.
Mm-hmm.
And so every waking minute of every waking hour, she was practicing her routine in the living room. And just, "If I Were a Rich Girl" by Gwen Stefani on repeat. That's the one. Shut up. That's
What
the
does she
one.
wear?
You sound just like her.
I hated the lyrics because it was...
No, no, no,
If-
no, no,
yeah.
no. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
that.
Nana songs.
Yeah, you're right.
The
There's
early
a
2000s.
lot of Nana songs. Banana song.
Yeah.
Na 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 by that album My Chemical Romance made no one like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Poker face.
Oh, yeah, Poker Face.
That's Mama. That's a Mama song.
What about the Blink-182 song?
How's it go?
I'm trying
No,
to...
no, no, no. No, that's...
It was
Hit
all the small
lights
things.
off.
Yeah.
Cotton Eye Joe. Na, 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 na. We had Nana songs.
Does an MCR have an Ananas song?
That's
Yeah,
what he was
yeah.
talking about.
Oh!
From the album that nobody liked.
From the album no one liked.
Danger
There's a
Days.
spider on it.
Spy.
It did. It has the spider.
But he said spider the same way that the kid from...
Spider.
Yeah, I have the spider.
I have the spider.
Oh yeah.
Right.
There's this one album by the Black Suns that just has like a baby doll floating in a pool, and I'm like, oh, it's the baby doll.
Grow up.
It's the pool doll. But then hang on.
Nirvana has
Yeah,
an
Nirvana.
actual baby in the pool because they know what they're doing.
Sometimes I look up Nirvana baby all grown up and just look at him.
Wait, was that a real baby?
Yeah, that's a real baby. And everybody saw his gnarled cock.
Oh no! My baby wee wee.
And he just has to do it.
Nirvana baby.
What are the ethics about that? Because it's not like he could just say, like, I'm a baby and I would love everybody to see my tiny
I
baby
would
wee wee.
love my dick back. I want all things censored. Wait, is that uncensored on Spotify?
I don't think it is. I think it's just regular, excuse me.
Sometimes there's album covers with a boober on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there are some really gnarly ones that I have to, like, hide at work because I don't want anybody to see my phone having, like, here's a big boob, but I want to listen to the rock song.
There it is!
Yes, the baby wee wee.
It's out.
It's out!
Yep.
Like the sun.
Nirvana's new album.
But that's the parental advisory explicit version, right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'd like to see if they censored the album for
just as
the
a parental
radio.
advisory
Yeah.
over his dick.
But if they censored the album cover when they censored the lyrics as well too.
Oh.
See, there you go.
I had the wildest time last night. So I had a bunch of caffeine, and I forgot my phone again.
Yeah, what happened
your
with that? You
message.
posted on Facebook.
Yeah, so yesterday at work, I work at night alone, and I didn't have any music with me. I didn't have my phone, anything like that, so I grabbed the radio in one of the break rooms, and I set it to maximum blast, right in the middle of the building, so I can listen anywhere I'm at. So I put it on, and it's a
I pictured you flicking a radio on it knocked you down. It was so loud.
No, I had
Like
to
the
be
guy
like,
from the RCA
If I was a
logo.
rich girl, no.
how did it get so loud?
She said loud, not fast.
It's fucking gold, dude.
It gets like 25% faster each time.
That'd be so funny. The louder it got, the faster it played. Imagine, okay, so
At like 128 bits per second, it just turns into the hamster
It's
dance.
B-movie.
No!
Yeah. Every time they say na, it gets faster.
They don't say na once in the movie, so it just plays at 100% speed. What you were saying?
So I set the radio on, and then it started playing like the most gorgeous. So I'm a slut for quartets. I love string quartets. They're beautiful and wonderful.
Slut for quartets.
And they were playing this one that, okay, if you're listening to classical radio, you will never, ever be able to find the song to listen to again unless they tell you what it is at the end. At the very end of the song, he just blurted it out super quick. It's like it's...
Wait, what does a radio
song.
announcer sound like for classical radio stations?
Yeah,
Because
normally
he's
they're
not like,
breathy and
coming up
slow.
next, Bach. Like, he's not like that. He wouldn't
No.
say that. So
He
what
just
is...
kinda-
He's high energy.
He just whispers really quickly and tell
Really?
me to the next song. We need to get to the next song right now.
Thank you for listening to NPR and contributing to our sources.
They have the best fucking microphones, but...
Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, they just go super duper fast, super duper quiet, and I totally missed it. I was in just, like, the depths. I was in the depths because I couldn't find it, and I was looking it up on the work computer because I don't have my phone, I don't have anything. I look at the website and it just says that they're normally when you go to a radio website, it tells you what song is on, and it just says various classical. And I said,
that doesn't help me.
"Yo, what the fuck?"
That's literally as vague as you can be.
And I emailed them. I emailed the radio station, and they sent me an automatic response saying, "We're so busy, we can't possibly."
Bullshit.
And but on it says, "We have a daily schedule." They're scheduled.
What?
Yeah.
So they don't have the list on when you're actually on their website, but they have like a secret section. It's like
Yeah.
the secret menu of the radio station. That if you go there, it tells you the times. So I looked up the time and the date.
Yep.
And it told me what song it was, and I've never been so relieved.
What song is it?
Hang
Cut
on.
this out.
Censor it. No, I did that one time. I was driving home from work, and it was the local radio station at the college. And I remember it was right before Halloween last year, and so they were playing kind of spooky themed music, but it was like it was good, like it was actual music, not just like Halloween soundtrack shit. And I loved one of the songs that they played, and I wasn't quite home yet.
Did it have lyrics,
And
or
he
was
said
it like
No,
ambient, kind of scary sound?
I don't think that there were lyrics. So it was really hard to describe, but it was like 3 songs played after that before I got home.
Was it the song that went like beep beep bop bop boop? Was the one that went like beep beep
hate-
boop?
That
I
went
hate
beep,
this
boop,
stuff.
boop, bop.
So, he said it super fast. He
Oh
played,
my God.
He played 3 songs before he got on the radio between that and the next song.
Yeah.
So he said all 3 songs names really quick. And then he
Yep.
started playing more music, and I was like, fuck! And so
Yeah.
I got home. As soon as I parked,
Yeah.
I pulled out my phone, I called them.
You called them?
I said, what was the
What
song
was that
you
fucking
played
spooky
like
song?
4 songs ago?
Yeah.
And he gave me the name of it, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, that was it.
Hell yeah!
I did it. I won.
That
You
just
won!
reminds
I won the
me of,
radio.
You did run the radio.
that Mr. Krabs scene from SpongeBob.
Boop,
Where,
boop, boop.
yeah.
Like, oh, you did.
Oh, that's what you were referencing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just got there.
It took a minute, but we
No.
got there.
Because you said that. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking the song
Boop, bop.
Scatman, the Scatman song.
Well, you know why I did this
Fucking
at
died.
first single beat is because there's a remix of that I listen to on a regular basis.
Scatman?
Oh my god.
No, the Krista Krabs.
Oh, I think
The one
you
that
sent that to me one time.
Did I?
I think so.
One that goes beep beep boo boo bop.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
So the song name was Intimate Letters by Los Janek. But it was like, what he does with the song,
Uh-oh.
it's a whole 28 minutes of this quartet through a series of themes, and then wraps up at the end. But the thing is that at the climax of every progression, it ends with a minor, so everything sounds wrong. So it's very
That's nice.
horrifying. Like all the way through, it's just like consistently really creepy. I was like, oh my god, this is genius. Anyways, it's fantastic.
I feel like it's very dependent on the situation where you listen to classical music, because you can listen to classical music and get really into it and it feels really good. Or have you ever listened to classical music and you're like, psychopaths do this. They listen to classical music and they drive by themselves or like play Overwatch or something. They're listening to like I feel like it's
Yeah.
Last night,
classical music on and I'm like playing a video game. I feel like an actual psychopath.
You
does
played
this.
at the wrong time and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're Hannibal.
Yeah.
at very specific moments last night while I was working alone in a building all by myself in the library, I was looking at some books and it started like harpsichord and like
Oh no.
like operatic singing. I'm just like, oh, I'm suddenly really creeped out, and I had to change the station because I got really creeped out all of a sudden because it was just like that. Is that serial killer
yeah.
like classical music?
There's a lot of that I can't listen to without thinking I am Hannibal now.
I am going to be murdered,
This is
or I have to
terrible.
murder somebody.
Yeah, I've done that driving in my car alone.
Yeah.
Just listening to
Classical music.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Thinking
Oh,
about
man.
it.
Sometimes it's really nice, but then other times you're like, there are actual people who killed people that do
Yeah.
exactly what I'm doing.
Well,
And then
it's
you
not-
grip the steering wheel.
It's not that part of it. It was just like the fact that that's the music that serial killers always play whenever they kill somebody. So I'm just like, I'm the victim. This is what always is playing whenever somebody dies.
Oh,
So I'm just
whoa.
like, I'm in danger.
Oh,
Opposite.
that or Huey Lewis in the news.
Who?
Huey.
Louis Dewey?
Huey?
is that, what's the song that plays in Silence of the Lambs when Buffalo Bill is?
Baby got back.
No, I think it's White Horses. Yeah.
No, it's Goodbye Horses.
Goodbye Horses, yeah. As he like dances backwards.
Na 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 na. Before you leave for work, this week it's Chris. My favorite Winnie the Pooh character is Rabbit.
My name is Blake, and I've always been Tiggerkin.
My name's Jared. I don't really know the Winnie the Pooh characters.
Oh, please.
What the fuck?
I like Eeyore. That's the
Okay.
sad one, right?
Yeah.
I like him.
There's only one wrong answer.
And I'm gonna name it. My name is Erica, and my favorite character is the Heffalumps and Woozles.
No, it was Gopher. Fuck Gopher. Fuck. Actually, everything else is charming and good. Kind of fuck Owl, too, but he's alright. Fuck Gopher, though.
Wasn't there a kangaroo?
That's Kanga
Yeah,
and
Kanga and
Roo.
Roo.
Oh, okay.
That took me so long to get. Because I always heard it was Roo and Kanga, and then I was like, whoa. I remember my 6-year-old little brain throbbed that day and grew.
My 24-year-old self.
I was named after Christopher Robin.
Really?
I love
Yeah,
that.
I was. Yes.
Oh, wow.
My mom has a big Winnie the Pooh
Aw.
tattoo on her
Ankle?
her labia
face.
minora.
I don't think Chris
Moving
should
on.
ever be allowed to talk about his mom ever again.
Chrissy Wabi.
Who are you named after?
Some like rando ice skater.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
An Olympian winner.
Yeah.
Cat, the Olympian winner?
Yeah.
Alright, who are you named after?
Dude, I don't know. I have just a generic name.
Call your dad right now.
I think my mom sneezed
No.
one time and Dad said, "That sounds like a name."
Let's give it a K, so that's really cool.
Let's get a little bit of flair. So apparently
Big wannabe.
Erica was really popular in Japan in the 90s.
Yeah.
Erica?
Yeah, the KA is also like really popular in Japan. Like I had a lot of
It's specifically ERIKA.
yeah,
The ka.
no CA
The
because
ka.
like it's all about the ka.
The ka, the na,
And the claw.
and the claw, baby. I felt like such a piece of shit buying a thing of White Claw and a Bang.
Oh my god.
I felt like a real
Bang's
piece of
getting
shit.
way more popular, too.
I tried it, and it's pretty good.
I remember when it first came
I
out,
thought
it
we were
was...
boycotting it.
Why?
Why are we boycotting Bang?
Claw or Bang?
Bang.
What did Bang
I don't
do?
remember.
Bang,
I remember reading something and I thought we were...
No, like sometimes I just look at something and I remember like my like problematic tingles get going. I'm like, I know that's wrong, but I can't remember why.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's problematic for some reason.
I had somebody yell at me at Walgreens one time because I was drinking a Monster behind the counter. And she was like, "You know that the company is owned by, like, a Satanist family, right?" And I looked her dead in the eye while I
just
took another
sipping
sip.
it, gargling.
Did
it.
you ever watch the video of them explaining the, like symbolism and
They said
symbology
mixed blending.
in the like, logo and stuff
Yeah,
like
oh,
that?
how it's
Yeah.
like the upside down L is like the
Arabic
not
6 or
kanji,
something like that,
kanji
yeah.
for 6.
Did you see that video of that woman at the Christian conference explaining the Satanistic
I think I did.
symbolism?
Yeah, and she has a
Of the
little
can.
table.
Yeah,
It's
that's
been
the one I
there-
was referencing.
It's
Yeah.
been there. It's been around for a decade. This video, and it's the funniest video. I watched it dozens of times in my life, and it
Wait, show
always
it to
makes
us.
me cry. Hang
I
on.
need
We
to
did that
watch
with
that later.
the what?
I need to watch that later.
We did that with the green woman where I showed Katie. What is that? What is she doing? Oh my god! She's green!
Green. Katie's so funny.
That's DJ Deaf Joey.
Sorry, I started thinking about the green woman. I completely forgot what I was looking
The
at.
Monster-
monster.
Monster
Symbolism.
Satanist woman.
You know the company is owned by a hoof-footed demon, right?
And then I turned to Satan himself.
The only
The only drink that sips back, am I right?
You got me.
Nice pizza. I hope no one comes on it.
Oh no!
It's never connected.
Oh, they're going to send it to me. I'm the only person who
Look
hasn't
at your
seen
M
it.
closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So
It's
you go
never
to
oh, she's like,
the letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in
White
Hebrew
claw.
666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O?
oh yeah.
Oh my god.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink?
I'll tell you what.
So I thought, well, maybe
How do
this
you
is a
expect him to
Christian
game
company then.
24/7?
VFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for?
Fuck Christ.
That's the F word.
Big fucking can. Yeah.
Big
In
fucking
fact,
get.
you write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word. Okay.
What
Now,
is
do you
I've
know
seen-
what milk
the energy
is?
drink?
I've seen the F word.
Milk
What?
dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why
Had
would
me
they have
fooled.
a cross
She had to go out and buy the monster. Am I right? She had to go out and buy a can, huh?
666 in Hebrew, and then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation.
The beast.
And look at Monster's ad. This is their statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers. Is there another agenda here? If God can use people and product, so can Satan. And look at it this way. Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? The cross goes upside down.
I forgot about the tip.
Oh my god.
Something to think about.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay, no. What was that last quote? I
And
used
if
to
you
quote that
flip
all
the
time.
can upside down, what does that say? W for Wumbo. Honestly.
Lift
Think
the can
about it.
upside down, and the devil laughs. Think about it. So she is the funniest person on the whole entire planet. Those are the people that we used to go to church with. Like, that's so wild to me. I'm just like, I could have been so much happier if I just talked to them about Monster Energy Drink and
You
got
could have went to gamer camp.
I
Instead,
could-
you went to church.
ask people more questions about what they think about energy drinks, because people like that are out there that just think things like that. That's so much. That's so wonderful.
It was all over when you took your first sip of Monster Energy drink. It's all downhill from there.
Unforgiven. You ever see that baby? It's Photoshop monster in the hand, but it's being baptized.
No.
It's just being poured more.
No, but I've seen the video of the
I'll pull it
guy
up.
baptizing the baby, and they just they stabilize on just the baby's head.
That is one of my favorite effects.
Yeah.
We need to make a cool music video. What song should we make a music video for?
Mickey
If I
on a
Were a
Railway.
Rich Girl.
Mickey on a Railway.
No, it's Gwen Stefani's birthday.
She loves Mickey on a Railway.
I've
You ever
never
seen
heard
that?
of it. No,
Oh.
no.
What
Make
is
it for
that?
her?
It's one of those. It's one of those weird Indian YouTube videos
Oh,
where they make nursery rhymes. I love this video.
Yay!
I thought that's a Nickelodeon. It's fucking scary.
Yo!
On a railway picking up stones, down came an engine and broke Mickey's bones. I said, Mickey,
Ah,
that's not fair.
No, it isn't.
Oh, said the engine driver, I don't care.
why does he want those stones? Why is it Mickey Mouse?
Exactly.
Why is he scary?
There used to be a bunch of like weird videos from Eastern Europe that were like had really bad English dub over them on Xfinity, and just like the on-demand Xfinity section for kids movies. I'd watch them just like, what the fuck is going on? I was like,
You said, what the fuck is going on?
I would watch them while you're
You were
at,
1 year old. What the fuck? Hey!
Hey, no, so you were at college, and I was at home watching those.
Because you had nothing better to do.
Yeah, I would watch like all the
You're watching Eastern European dubs of TV shows
yeah, and then
um,
like weird anime
on Xfinity.
on Xfinity.
You're watching obscure Middle Eastern European anime.
Yeah.
What's the jankiest way you've genuinely watched a video that you really wanted to see? Probably on a Kiss cartoon or something.
That's not the weirdest. The weirdest was when I
Anything on Vimeo? I'm always skeptical when I have to go to fucking Vimeo.
Yeah.
I
No,
actually-
downloading music videos on LimeWire
Downloading music videos.
before
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
was a
I was
thing.
gonna say, what do you need a music video for?
No. Or the Invader Zim episode with the room with the moose. I had to download that because I didn't have any access to any Invader Zim stuff. So I downloaded that episode, but I had to watch it in parts because only so much of it was downloaded at a time.
That's rough.
Mhm.
I used to download all my music on my PSP because there weren't really any viruses made for the PSP, so I could just
Yeah.
go to like the dirtiest of the dirty, like awful websites.
Name one.
You're
Name
safe.
3.
Boob.com.
Boob.com. I think I've been there.
No, I told you about that before. I don't think I ever told you about on the podcast. When I was like 11 when I got my PSP, and the first website I went to was boob.com.
On the PSP.
I just typed in boob.com. This has to be a thing. And it was. And it isn't anymore.
Sure.
It's nothing anymore. There's nothing there. So
Oh, didn't we go to boob.com on stream?
yeah, we were on the stream.
Well, I went with it didn't show to the stream, but it was a parked page. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Boob.com.
was. Yeah, I was over at the apartment, right?
I think so.
Yeah. We had it on a separate screen. Nothing popped up because we were playing that weird game where it's like kissing simulator.
Oh,
where it's
yeah.
like you like dress up this like human and you
Human
like
question mark.
and then you dip down and then she clips into your face.
Feels so real.
Creepy. Oh, it's the worst.
Didn't you guys have Erin Shack choose what she was wearing?
Yes. And we disregarded Aaron Shack because denim.
Denim. Thank you.
I kept saying my denim girl, and then she'd kiss me, and she'd close her eyes and tilt her like head to the side.
Uh-huh.
You know, it felt
As she
so
does.
cool. It felt so real.
Yeah, it felt like it was so 3D.
I could close my eyes and just vision the whole thing. Jared. You know the sound of the can going tss is the noise sample they used when you get a headshot in Overwatch. You know that like sound? Apparently they took
Really?
that like from a can because it's satisfying.
I
And it's
love that
satisfying to get a
sound.
headshot. Yeah. I don't want to do it because then we'd have to drink it.
You just want to keep opening them.
Yeah.
I have another little tidbit for you.
Yeah.
Most of the zombie sounds in almost any video game, but I learned this from an interview with some sound techs for specifically Bungie. And they were working on some zombie project, but most video games use just a pug breathing.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Somebody
shit.
someday was
Wow.
like, wow, my dog sounds like he's a zombie that's just struggling to live and craving to kill people.
The most pathetic life form, the pug.
Just because them just being regular is like,
Yeah, look. Probably a pug sleeping would even be better.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna not remember that.
yeah.
I forget next week. There's just a plate of burrito piss in front of Jared right now.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Stop!
No!
Oh my god, you did that before and I actually felt my life go down a little. My viscera exited somewhere.
Your health meter went down.
My prolapse.
My prolapse went fucking sprang and jiggled inside.
Ah!
Touched the back of my throat.
My prolapse.
Gross.
I said
Remember I showed you that prolapse music video and I said it scared me, but then we watched it together and it was funny.
Prolapse music video?
Yeah, I watched it when it was alone at like 4 a.m.
you get scared.
It scared me because they it's called Walls Fall Out, and they did something with a woman's face on like this really skinny tan woman, and they did like an alien's face. It was scary when I viewed it alone. Caution if viewing it alone.
Wait,
Huge warning.
prolapse?
Yeah.
Or time lapse?
Prolapse. No, God forbid a time lapse.
I guess I'm just confused.
No,
We'll look it up later.
Last night I came into the room. I can't remember why I said it, but Bunny, my girlfriend, came out of the room just as I said it, and the only thing she heard me say was "my prolapse." My prolapse.
Who said that? You or Bunny?
Me.
Oh, my prolapse.
I don't think she would say something like that. That's just so obscene.
She's not vulgar like
She's
you.
not vulgar.
I bought a 20-foot cable. No one makes USB, micro USB. I don't know which
Mini.
one.
Mini.
Micro's the thin one.
And it worked. It's 20 feet, and we're recording our
Really?
D&D podcast now. We're
Wow.
recording it on a phone.
Wow.
It was just awful.
That is
Think I sound
risky.
bad now?
Do you have like microphones and stuff now too?
Oh, wait, we just use my microphone, but it's like in a separate room, the computer.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's Ricketts Kumar.
Oh, Ricketts is
I
here.
talked. We encountered these these little rats, and then there was a fucking big, gross, dirty rat, and I used my helmet of telepathy, and I tried calming it down and talking to it. But then it sent me back images because it couldn't speak, so it sent me a picture of it biting my throat out. Fuck you, dude. You're being fucking ugly.
What did you do then? Did you crush
I don't
it?
know. I said we don't want to hurt you, and he sent me back images of my own peril. And
What a rat!
guess who got the last laugh? This fucking rat smeared against the wall.
I always like the beginning of Final Fantasy XII. Huge spoilers when you're killing rats in the sewers. Huge spoilers again. Just like
You
really...
kill rats?
Yeah, you kill rats in
I
the
will
sewers.
not play.
There's so many games that have the rat and sewers level.
I love the rat in sewers level.
Baldur's Gate,
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Silent Hill Homecoming.
Cheers.
Rats and sewer level. I'm trying to think now. What's your favorite rat sequence?
Ooh, I like the rats in Dishonored.
Oh yeah.
There's a whole game about him now. Plague Tale.
About the rats?
Yeah, Plague Tale.
You not see this? It's a stealth game in.
No, I
Age
love.
of- yeah.
I love big, fat, fucking ugly rats.
Yeah, it's in the bubonic plague
Era.
period or era or whatever, and so
Yeah.
a lot of like what you have to do is you have to like
Can you dress them
stealth.
up?
You have to stealth through like crowds of rats, like just swarming. Like you look at the ground and it's just a bunch of rats.
Oh.
In Dishonored, there's a power where you can upgrade yourself so that you can just eat rats. So you can just
Yeah,
look at
there
a
is!
swarm of rats and just
You crack its fucking spine in half and.
you're just like picking up like two with each hand and just shoving them into your mouth.
Do you remember the episode of Rugrats where Spike runs away or something, and they have to go to the pet store and they get a bunch of gerbils, but they get loose in the basement, and then Tommy and Chucky open the door to the basement, and you just see the floor moving because it's so many
No.
gerbils.
So many.
And Chucky
No.
goes, "I think they fucked." Do you remember that, Erica?
Yeah.
You hated the Rugrats.
You hated
I
Rugrats?
hated the
Stupid show.
I loved
What?
Rugrats. I loved that show.
That was named
It
after
was a stupid
Christopher
show
Robin.
and it was gross to look at.
Shut up.
Like, okay, I feel that the problem that I have with the Rugrats is that it was so ugly.
It's just ugly.
I couldn't look at it.
You should see the
It was-
pilot episode.
It's just getting uglier.
It's like, have you seen the original like art for The Simpsons? It's god-awful.
Yeah, on the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bart looks terrifying.
They all look fucking terrifying.
Bart is finally like a ghoul.
Yeah, well, his spikes are like 3 inches long.
Yeah,
too.
they
are.
Yeah,
That's
and then like their
ironic.
noses are like long and chunky. And...
Oh, do you know that there's a company called Just Egg?
There's a company called Egg Slut.
Really?
Yeah, in New York.
Wait, is it Biscuit Bitch or Breakfast
Biscuit Bitch is
Biscuit
in
Bitch.
Seattle, yeah.
Yeah.
Callback. We were in front of Biscuit Bitch when Katie saw the people fucking beautifully. in
That
the
was
window.
there?
Yeah,
I thought you guys were going out for like tacos or something.
it was by Biscuit Bitch because we took a picture in front of it.
No.
Bye, Jared.
No.
I'll be back in a couple hours.
Can you give a kiss to the microphone?
Give a little slurp.
We just slurp the plate.
No.
What the fuck did that sound like? That was authentically Jared's mouth. Like any of us, we're drinking right now, and we could have replicated that, but we didn't. That was genuinely Jared's mouth. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
We all sipped at once so that it couldn't have been us. You didn't know though.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hashtag me.
Hashtag trans rights. Why do you hate the
Free
Rugrats?
me.
Tommy Pickles did a tweet and he said trans rights.
Tommy is uncancelled. I thought I had to cancel him for buying all those hair laws.
For buying there's photographs of him eating Chick-fil-A.
My back just hurts.
You could like roll yourself across. There's an animal crackers container. You could just like roll your back over it.
On the
That
animal
sounds terrible.
crackers. What's more important, Erica's back or the barrel of animal crackers?
Real animal crackers.
That costs money. Backs are free. Cheers, dude. Cheers, you gamer. No one ever appreciates you've got all your bones for free.
Back in my day, each bone cost you a nickel. Do you know how much
A nickel!
to buy it?
I was having that trouble on the stream where I was playing Nun Massacre. So I was playing that and I was having a really rough time of it because my immersion was broken because the story is your child goes to a boarding school and she gets sick.
They said a boarding school.
It is a boarding school, right?
Aborting.
The aborting
I was like,
school.
what?
Your child gets an abortion. Your child is basically aborted. At this point,
You abort your child, and then they abort their child, and then just from there, it's just a constant.
Ooh,
stream of
afterbirth
abortions.
abortion.
after birth abortion.
That's a cool band name. It's a cool podcast name.
Well, like 9/11 is like such a cool band name.
What? 9/11 the band?
Like, whoa, let's get like wicked.
What's their biggest hit? The Ground.
Oh my god. I didn't say it.
I was gonna say the Twin Towers.
You'll
Okay.
feel 2 hits.
Shut up!
787 Airlines. The 2 of them.
God!
Full of innocent civilians. Alright. I was there. I can joke about it.
So, like, do you remember anything from 9/11?
I remember I was in... I don't remember what grade I was in, but I remember my mom said, we gotta pick you up from school. And I went, oh, cool. I didn't fully grasp. I was like... I didn't fully grasp what was happening.
Yeah.
What if, God forbid, terrorists was playing into some fucking middle school on Long Island? Then they'd sure show me.
They said, "Fuck this one kid."
I remember my mom watching the news and going,
Stop laughing about
she was
it!
sitting cross-legged on her bed and she went,
This is gonna be one big jump cut.
yeah, sure is.
Wow, that's fucking insane.
Whenever there's a big jump cut, I just play elevator music. That's what that is. We're talking about something that we shouldn't.
So I was talking about Nun Massacre.
Yeah.
You sure
What happened?
So, anyways,
And we're back.
How about that line? The boarding
Ow.
school, ha ha ha.
okay, so
Wait, okay,
Very
can you
good
describe the
material.
massacre for anyone who hasn't does
Okay.
not know what that is?
So Nun Massacre is a game produced by one person named Puppet Combo, who makes incredible 80s themed, kind of PS1 era horror games that are scarier than anything else in
They're
the
so
entire
fucking
world.
scary.
I'm a
I
big
can't
horror
wait to
fan,
play 'em.
and
Nun-
I can't play them because it's too scary.
Nun Massacre has you walk up a big mountain and then you get to a boarding school and there's
boarding
you have
school.
to skulk around in the dark, which is whatever, that's every horror game. But there's this big like 9-foot nun and if she sees you she just goes and she screams and runs
at you.
And she's running at you.
And if you hide underneath a bed or like try and hide, she throws the bed off of you.
Yeah, she's just like, wow,
and hits you.
and it's so
scary.
loud.
It's so loud. It's so scary.
Oh,
It's the
no.
scariest game I've ever played in my entire
There's like
life.
ambient sounds or whatever, and then the nun is like 20 notches above.
Like she just comes at you, and it's viscerally scary. So, anyways, I was playing that, and I'm just thinking about that. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, that's why. Because the only thing that brought me out of the fucking experience was the fact that I was there to rescue my child, and I'm just like, why can't I just have another kid? I can just make another one. I can just have another kid. They're replaceable.
Mhm.
Just having. This one's dead. This one's gone.
Obviously dead.
And
It's gone. You said, "See ya, bitch."
she's done so. Just make a new one. Time
No.
for a fresh start.
The words of Gwen Stefani. I'm itchy and I want you to come scratch me. Have more children. That's what she said.
Have more children if one goes to a boarding school with a scary nun, and it's donezo. Just blow the mountain up.
Blow the mountain up. So you never played puppet combo games, Erica?
No, I'm saving them up for Halloween.
It's too scary.
I
Are you
want
gonna
to
stream?
Yes, I have the day off, and my plan is to just stay home and stream.
Cool.
I want to like actually plan it ahead of time so I can do it right this year because I tried to last couple years and it was shit. So I'm gonna do it for real.
Your costume was the Chris Angel girl.
Okay.
Are you talking about pizzazz?
Yeah.
My girl pizzazz.
Misfits. Dare you?
Chris Angel girl.
Well, do you guys remember Chris? You guys remember Joey? I talked to him recently, and he works at Universal Studios in one of the restaurants. And Chris Angel and his family came.
How shitty were they?
He said they were fine.
Wait, are you talking about Joey Basco?
Yeah.
Like,
Joey Bag of Donuts.
he saw them and
He waited on them, and
I feel so
he
bad
wanted
for
the
him.
Cobb salad, but Chris, I want you to picture Chris Angel hungry, empty stomach, want Cobb salad. Just make one appear. But
You
he
idiot.
wanted the Cobb salad, but instead of the regular chicken he gets on that, he wanted the tenders in the salad.
That's specific.
What a trick! And he also wanted extra honey mustard.
Oh.
That's boring. No. My mom was so horny for Chris Angel because he came from Long Island also.
Oh god.
And I remember being a kid and my mom's like, Chris Angel's gonna be at Harley Davidson. We have to go. We went to Harley Davidson. And I told my coworker, I said, my mom is so horny for Chris Angel. And she said, you really you really shouldn't know that. And I was like, I know.
Yeah. Think about how I felt when she
said,
told me.
Believe me, Chris, I'm...
that whatever sentence was going to come out of her
I'm
mouth.
horny for his dark aura. His cool imagery. He's got a cool goth cock.
You want to know what's underneath that big cool goth trench coat? A big cool goth
Donger.
pee.
I wouldn't say pee-pee cat. My mom's gonna listen to this and hear me talking about her labia minora and
Fetish.
celebrity she's
Say
on.
that, Christopher. You're named after Pooh Bear.
Blame it on the claw, baby.
Yeah, I kept hearing people making fun of White Claw because it's basically just LaCroix except alcoholic.
Mm.
And
But barely.
yeah. Here, I have black cherry one. Do you want to try it?
I already tried it.
She did try the black cherry.
I was not impressed.
Yeah, it's
literally
okay.
It's Mike's Hard Lemonade without the lemonade.
I had something similar to this one time, and it was over at my friend Addison.
Was
their
it called
birthday.
Mike's Hard Lemonade?
No, it was something else, but it literally tasted like shampoo.
No.
And the whole night I was trying to
You're gonna say champagne. Shampoo.
I hated it. No, so I actually had to drink other alcohol as a chaser to it because it just tasted like I was drinking
Shampoo.
shampoo.
When you were bad, did you guys
So
get
gross.
soap in your mouth?
No,
I literally did not believe that was a thing that actually happened.
I did.
I never believed it.
you did?
Yeah, I did.
Tell me all about
I thought it was just like,
It
it was just a weird thing that happened on TV.
Squirt little dial soap down my throat.
No! That's torture!
It is torture.
The
bad
government
for
wouldn't do
you.
it!
It's poison. It's toxic for you.
So it's one thing. I mean, it's bad enough
really
to.
toxic for
It's
you.
bad. Well, it's not toxic. It just totally fucks up your digestive tract.
Yeah.
So it's bad enough if it's a bar of soap, but she made you drink liquid soap.
No! She made you swallow
I
it?
think, she makes me, but I would probably swallow some. Like, I heard
Jesus
people
Christ.
would get a bar of soap in their mouth.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a bar of soap for washing your hands. We had little...
Hang on, what was it called?
She didn't inject it to my bloodstream.
IV drip.
She made you butt chug it.
So, hang on. What did you
Ajax.
get? What did you get it for? What did you
I
do?
don't know.
You don't know?
Probably saying, I'd get it for saying
It's
a
like
bad...
pee-pee poo-poo.
a
Saying my
nasty-
mom's horny for
Probably.
Chris Angel.
Well,
Saying my
at
mom's
school,
labia
where-
minora.
I probably said bad words and stuff, like like a
Wow.
nasty thing,
Yeah, it's like
like a
shameful.
pesky thing. Like I said something, and her brain turned red and got angry, and
Just squirt a little bit of soap right in there.
and I went.
While you were cursing, your mouth was open. And
You ever see the mustard video? That was me. Oh shit. I watched that video. I'm not even exaggerating. I've watched that video over 90 times, I bet.
Oh, I know.
I'm watching it too.
You watch it literally every time you're with us.
God damn. He's drowning. One of you guys said that he's drowning.
I kept saying that when I first watched it. I couldn't stop crying.
I was crying.
I was like sobbing. I kept having to pause it because I'm like, he's drowning. He's drowning.
Oh shit. And then he just goes. Can you imagine being asleep and you don't know anything else that's going on in the world? You just taste mustard, and your gut reaction is to just go. That's what's happening to him.
So,
That's what's
okay.
happening.
Weird enough, my first reaction to it was I thought it was like that, like melty cheese stuff. Like,
Oh my god.
Just hot cheese.
That'd be
Yeah.
slightly better.
I thought that's what
Mustard.
they were pouring on
Just
to him.
mustard.
But it's just mustard. I was like, that's 1,000 times worse. Just like sour and tangy.
His
God
Neanderthal brain, like his
Lizard brain.
his lizard brain on 2% of like consciousness is just saying, "Get this mustard out." His like reflexes to
He's so tired.
just
let
fart
him
that mustard
sleep.
out of his mouth.
Let him sleep.
God damn.
God
And
damn.
not once does he wipe his face. Through the whole
No.
thing. You think he would protect his eyes or something, but no, it's just. God damn.
He's shaking his head.
Shit!
Oh.
He thought he was saying real words.
I kept pausing it to
Shit.
sleep. I was just like
You know.
shaking, crying.
My neighbor must have heard. Like, the first time I saw that was like 11:30 at night. And it just kept watching. The music is perfect.
I was at work, and it was at the very end of the night when everybody goes back to the main building to have a meeting, and I was waiting for the last few people to come, so I was outside, and there were a couple other people, and I had to keep pausing and like hiding my eyes from other people so they couldn't see my like eyes dribbling.
I
eyes were
I
dribbling.
was crying. I was
like
crying.
watching it like this.
I laughed so hard it didn't sound like me laughing. Like, it was one of those laughs. It's the hardest I've laughed in such a long time. And then the same night I found that Mike Wazowski video. If you just type in tribute to a fallen hero, it's the first.
Tribute to a fallen hero. Please look that up. It's so life-changing. His legs keep
He's
wobbling.
shaking because he can't fucking stand.
So great.
Some people don't have that sense of humor though, where they don't think that's funny. Like I've shown it to people and they're like, okay, like I get it. Like, and I'm just like, how do you not think this
How
is
are you
funny?
immune?
It's an immunity. Breath of the Wild again.
I use the hell out of those cards you give me because I just got this one helmet, devil horns that I don't wear with any clothes on. So I just have like this devil head and then like a tiny twink body. It's really funny. I'm like going around. It's really fun.
I love that game.
It's endlessly fun.
I played it on stream recently, and I've been like unlocking the tunics sporadically, being like, oh, we get this or something to make it kind of fun. But I just ran straight to Hyrule Castle to get the Hylian shield, like with like 3 hearts, and I'm like, fuck the Guardian like laser thing.
Oh my god, the lasers. And you can't like go to a village and you get like the fly thing. So
I don't have any of that yet. I just went straight to I get killed in one hit by everything.
You got underwear, that's it.
Yeah.
Sponsor, I'd say we'd have the undies, but
I want
You
like a
know
cigarette
what?
company to sponsor us. Like we'd be the only podcast with like a cigarette.
like what are like vape companies?
Yeah, like a vape. There's a store on Long Island called Vaposaurus Rex, and
Wowie zowie.
I can't help but laugh every time.
It is very clever.
So yeah, Vaposaurus Rex.
Don't.
You could probably look it up on Google if it's still
It's still open.
give their business.
Oh yeah, Katie sent us a link to a place that she doesn't even live, like, near. It's in Seattle. She lives in fucking New York.
Oh yeah.
It's the guy version of, like, a boob.
The bikini baristas.
Bikini baristas, yeah.
Wait,
But-
so
explain
banana
what the
hammock
fuck that
baristas.
is, because I didn't see those until I came out here to visit.
Yeah,
Like, remember,
apparently-
I was like, what is that?
Apparently that's like some regional thing, I guess, where it's
There's
just-
a little shack inside these weird, like a Home Depot parking lot. Picture a
yeah, they're just little huts.
a little room, a hut, and there's a real girl inside, and you could legally talk to her. And guess what she's wearing? Bobs are open. Bikinis in the wintertime.
Bobs are open.
Bobs are open. Espresso's flowing. It's like a weird hut where you get coffee from a poor girl in a bikini.
Yeah.
in
but
the
now
middle
that's-
of winter.
Yep.
Katie shared a link and tagged everyone she ever knew. Her
Yeah.
principal, her grandparents, about these shirtless
Me.
underwear boys. I think it's called Dream Boys Espresso.
I think so, yeah. Or it's just the boy version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Finally, equality.
they show espresso being poured, and they show a boy steaming milk in his underwear.
But his nips are showing, which makes it different.
Yeah, they should take a
True.
Sharpie marker and color in their nipples.
Yeah, I get really embarrassed and
Have
flustered.
you guys ever done that?
I taped over one because I didn't have a bra.
Taped
but
over
just
your
one.
nipple.
Because I wanted to see what happened. And I put the tape off, and it made me die. I died that day, and I haven't recovered since.
What did you use? Duct tape?
Don't
Use Gorilla Tape.
do not put tape on your nipples. Do not
It
put
wouldn't hurt
tape
that
on your
much.
nipples. Shut up. That's not true. Put tape on your nipples right now.
I have the hair on my nipples and shit.
Well-
I have curly black long hair, like 2 foot long hair.
Does it go?
Flowing black hair.
I really hate the thought of one hair being 2 feet long. It's kind of like it's poking out of your shirt, like the bottom of your
It's
head,
hanging
and
out of the bottom.
floss.
it's just kind of like one hair just kind of curling. And you're like, where'd that come from? Oh, it's from my chest.
Oh, what's this bad boy? He's pulling it.
It's this bad boy. And I go,
Ah, don't hurt him, please. That's his last hair.
what if you pulled out a nipple hair and you aged like 70 years?
Not that one.
My viscera.
The curse is broken. My
The curse is from my... What if you ripped someone's prolapse out? What if this... No matter who I podcast with, everybody talks about buttholes and prolapses.
It's
My
so
new manager-
scary.
My new manager says buttholes are cute.
Shut up. That is impossible. Nobody exists.
Nobody
Sorry, can I meet
exists. Yeah, she's great.
Does she have also like a 4 foot long chest hair? It just kind of dangles out.
Okay, so there's like 2 products that I swear by. One of them is Airborne, the dissolving tablets.
The
And
magical
the,
dissolving
and the
tablets.
other one is, yeah, if you're getting sick, take an Airborne every 3 hours, and you, like, I've genuinely believe that I've avoided sicknesses by doing this.
No matter what your doctor says,
You become
ignore
unkillable.
No, it sounds like I'm fucking sick right now. I'm in the process. It's a process. And the other product that I swear by is anything Anchor makes, technology-wise. Like, they're a good company.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, all my charging batteries are by them.
Yeah.
I have wireless headphones by them. They're great.
Oh,
They're a good company.
Oh, I've tried the headphones. This is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was at work and I was taking my Airborne, which I take as a little shot. So I put it in a little espresso cup, and there was a customer waiting at the register, which they wait all the time because there's only like 2 people working at certain points, and there's
Gosh.
drinks to make, and there's food to make, and, you know, it's...
That's way too
Can't have
much.
someone ring, too, while there's like a line of drinks. People are waiting. So I was taking my medicine. It looked like I was taking a shot of like espresso, and I did this, like tilted my head back to get it, and then like I swallowed it, and then I tilted my head back again to get the rest of the powder that was on the bottom. And some woman goes, "Oh, that's all right. Take your time."
What?
Wow.
Like, what a cunt. And I walked up to her and I literally said, "Good morning, how can I help you?"
Jesus
You
Christ.
are a saint.
Yeah.
You are a fucking saint. Holy shit.
Some people.
And
There's this
don't
fucking
miss
mar-
customer service. Jesus Christ.
Every time a fucking old fucking Marine comes in, and they all wear the Marine hats, and they don't say hello, they don't say thank you, they just
Yeah.
go, "I want a latte, medium latte," and I'm like, okay.
And then they go home
and then I'm
and
like,
whine
medium
about-
latte, and then they just walk up, they look me dead in the eyes and walk away. They don't say thank you or anything. I hate them.
And then they go
God.
home and whine about entitled millennials.
I know.
Yeah, fucking hate that. Everybody who came into work when I was working at the pancake place, like, everybody who was mean to me was either a guy who was, like, really young and was in college and didn't know, like he was educated but not in society, like, not socially educated, so he was very rude, or
2 tickets for Joker, please.
or it was like an older, like, military person who was like, you know what I did for you? I killed 3 men. I'm just like, literally, fuck yourself.
spaghetti up my dick.
I know. I came on a pizza and my gun.
came on a fucking gun.
I came on a gun for you. I was like, literally,
you.
eat your pizza, eat your pancakes and literally perish, because I did not ask you to do any of that, and just,
I
like,
didn't ask you to do any shove hard spaghetti.
like, thanks for your war crimes. Jesus.
What's a game that you, like, just really want to play? Like, something that's on a list that you just haven't had the time for, but you super want to play it.
I don't know. I've been playing Majora's Mask again recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like, it's really fucking weird. I liked Ocarina of Time growing up, but I always had, like, this interest in Majora's Mask, but I think it was too hard for me when it came out, because I was young.
Some of those puzzles that, when I was with you that one time when you were streaming, yeah, they looked way more complex than I was expecting.
Yeah, it has this time mechanic too, which I didn't like and I didn't grasp, because, like, certain events will happen on day 2 at 8 o'clock, and, like, I just ran around and killed things with my sword.
Yeah.
But now I have this, like, new appreciation for it, because, like, writing all that stuff. And I watched this video essay about it, and, like, apparently Ocarina of Time was so successful, and they poured their fucking hearts into, like, making that game as great as it is. It's the highest rated game on IGN ever, Ocarina of Time.
Really?
Yeah. But their next, after that, the year after, they were like, how do we follow that up?
Yeah.
Also, they just made a bunch of assets. Are they going to start from scratch? Like, no. So they had a year to make this game, write and make everything. So they just reused assets and made it all unfamiliar.
Yeah.
Like, that's why all the people are the same as in Ocarina of Time and everything. But I think it was so cool because it was rushed and not because it was just weird. Like, Nintendo's embarrassed of that game. Like, they're like, people were like, we want to remake a Majora's Mask, and they're like, ew, really? Like, why? Because they're like, like, if you had, like, rushed artwork or something, you'd be embarrassed of it. Like, they don't like it, but it was just so weird, and, like, I like seeing stuff like that.
Yeah. This is still really cool.
Yeah, and it's so depressing, and everything's sad, and
Yeah.
it makes it so cool.
I came onto the stream, and the guy with the mask was slapping his butt, and the moon was coming down, and I left because it was, like, glitching out.
You said this is too hot for me.
I blushed! No.
I blushed!
And I came on a pizza.
At an alarming velocity.
That's on the internet forever.
Oh no!
Any games that you guys want to play?
I'm still horny for Lost in Vivo.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's
Have you played it? Yeah, I played like the first hour, but...
No, I haven't played it yet. It's been on my list for so long, but that's my plan for the Halloween stream. So I'm gonna play like a few.
I think you'll really like it.
I want to play a couple of puppet combo games just to kind of like warm up and see if I can, get
Did
a
you
few
sub to his
viewers.
Patreon?
But then I'm gonna go into Lost in Vivo. I want to like seriously play it.
What is Lost in Vivo?
I don't know. I don't want to know anything about it.
Chris, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it.
I can explain it very
I'll
vaguely.
kill you.
I've seen a couple of visuals from it. It looks like kind of PS1 era.
Yeah, it's
Sounds cool.
And it looks very, like, strongly influenced by Silent Hill.
That's all I need to
That's
know.
all I was gonna say.
That's all I know about it. Yeah, that's all I
It's,
know about it. That's all I want to know about it.
Sounds fun.
I really want to play it. It keeps getting wildly good reviews.
Have you seen any of
I'm not sure.
Airdorf's games?
Yeah, he made Faith and Faith
Yeah.
2, and I've
I
seen
really want to play that.
Faith.
It's so
I haven't played it myself, but it looks amazing.
The
Like,
visuals are incredibly scary.
it
Faith.
looks like a Atari game, but it's like, oh, what is that called when you
Or the-
trace over live action footage?
Re-
Rotoscope.
Rotoscope,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like rotoscoped, like
Really?
some
in the game?
cutscenes. Yeah, it's really interesting.
It's insidiously creepy.
So,
Yeah.
like, what's it on? Steam?
Yeah, it's just on
I think it's on
itch.io.
Itch.io.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's shit and gems on Itch.io. I love
Yeah.
Itch.io.
Hang on, I always call it itch.io. People call it itch.io.
.io.
And I say, shut the hell up. You're wrong, because it's so much more fun to say itch.io.
My whole life I've said gyro and fucking
Gyro. You slap that gyro on me, please.
slap that gyro. There's so many people that we serve euros
Gyros?
in my cafe, and people say all sorts of fucking wacky things. Like, I'm used to euro now, but I've heard gyro, I've heard gyro. People don't
I've
know
heard
how
that
the
one,
fuck
yeah.
to say it.
Gyro.
Yeah. It's 4 letters and it confuses the fuck out of people.
4 letters of just hell. Trying to figure out
Hell
how
is
to
4
say
letters.
They're like, it's foreign. I can't be bothered to understand this.
Deep to Zeke. I told my manager that... Stop! I told my manager that I eat my euro with tzatziki and sriracha. It's fucking good, right?
Yeah.
And my manager was like, ew, what? And I was like,
I thought that's how you're supposed
there's
to eat
such
it.
a counterbalance between the, like, I don't want to say soothingness of the tzatziki blended with
it does.
the sizzle of the sriracha, and it's counterbalance. It's great. It's like science in your fucking mouth. This fucking thing. This
There's, back right down the street from our parents' house, there's a Euro place that serves its Euro fries. So it's steak fries with Euro meat and, tzatziki sauce on top, and it's like the fucking most delicious thing you've ever had in your life. And on every table, there's a bunch of sriracha sauce, and you just slather that shit on
Oh
your
my
fries.
God.
And it's the fucking best thing I've ever had in my goddamn
it's
life.
really
I
great.
It's
could
so
eat those
good.
forever. It's so good.
Like, my manager, and then everybody else, like, all my other coworkers heard it, and they're like, what? What the fuck? Like, it's so good!
so
Like, what the
good.
fuck?
And normally tzatziki sauce isn't it like normally supposed to be a little bit spicier, but it just isn't.
Not
here.
the tzatziki sauce.
Really.
But there's another place that
Tzatziki's yogurt-based, so it's
Yeah.
very
cucumber
neutral.
and garlic.
Yeah.
Yeah, yogurt and cucumber are very, like...
It's cool.
It's hard to... It's like refreshing, soothe.
It's like eating aloe vera.
You go, and it's a soothe. It's soothe. It's very nice. And
it's
then
like-
sriracha, sriracha. Sriracha's... and it's a fusion... Oh my god.
It's
Okay, have you guys had any what is the drink called? Aloe King? It's like
That sounds bad.
It's that aloe vera drink.
Aloe vera is pretty
I
good to
can't-
drink. It's refreshing.
Are you serious?
It's
I
pretty
love
good.
it. It's so good.
Joey is on these like workout diets things, and he'll buy weird shit from 7-Eleven. I had a sip of his aloe drink, and it was pretty good.
Okay, now are you talking about aloe vera like where it's a little bit added into something for flavor, or is it actually aloe vera juice? Because the consistency of that is literally like, the aloe vera
Gel.
you put on your
Yeah.
skin after a sunburn? That's literally what you're drinking.
No, it was watery. It was
Okay.
it was very
There's a difference.
Hang on. So,
Yeah.
what was it? A green kind of square bottle?
yeah, kind
I
of.
think I've seen that one.
Okay, so that's called Aloe King, and it's mostly
There's a bunch of
watery,
them.
but then there's like a little bit of actual aloe in it, so it has little flakes of it floating around inside of it. So you shake it up and you drink it, and there'll be like little flakes of it,
That's different.
and you chew it up, and it's like, it's tasty.
That's different.
Yeah, that stuff, Aloe King. I love Aloe King because
Yeah?
you can have it in a huge bottle and just
And you can
What's
soothe
really
your
good for you?
internal sunburns.
yeah.
What's that? What's that vinegar? Drinking vinegar, and it has like bits of kombucha. I hate that. We have it at
Did
work,
you
and I
ever
hate
watch Kombucha Girl?
I love kombucha.
Kombucha Girl?
It's that girl who's like...
You ever watch Tub Girl?
Wait, what?
Okay, so just cut this out because I'm going to talk about it and it's not going to be funny. Nobody cares about it except for me. But I'm just going to say it for myself. This is me time, okay? Okay, so
Alright.
just go to any grocery store near you, save yourself the time and money, and just
Buy
buy
bleach. Put some dirt specks in
Tide
it.
Pods.
Dirt
Please,
clods.
can I have some snaps in
Oh my
here?
God.
Liquid soap.
Okay, so wipe your sins away. No, okay, so don't get kombucha because the only reason that people are like, oh, it's so healthy for you is because it has certain types of bacteria in it, and that's stupid because it isn't how much bacteria you have, it's the biodiversity that you have that makes it important, so you should be taking probiotics with the most diverse list on it. So maybe like 12 different types of bacteria is a good amount or more. There's some you can get on...
So it's like hand sanitizer, but for your...
Well, it's like, it's the opposite of hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
It's like you put...
It's unsanitizing your body.
It's like you put more dirt on it,
Desanitizing.
but it's coating the inside of your esophagus so that bacteria that are bad can't latch onto you. It's basically like a bunch of hands pushing bacteria away and saying, no, not here, don't be a part of this. So it protects you from attacks from bad bacteria. So it's basically, bacteria is coating your entire GI tract, the outside of it. So that
GI tract?
entire, mouth to anus, the whole thing.
Is that why it's called G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe.
Gastrointestinal Joe?
Joe, come in
My
here.
hero!
Check
He doesn't have a body, he's just a GI tract. He eats flowers and he doesn't shit. He's in constant pain and spewing.
I only trust one person, and that's G.I. Joe.
But not the one you're thinking of. Fuck!
So yeah, just get probiotics with the maximum amount of diverse bacteria in it because that's what matters. It isn't kombucha.
Yeah, take pictures of the back of your throat and send it to us on Twitter.
Please do. That's interesting.
Take it with... Oh, hi, Erica.